Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reading a story from Reddit. Yay! That's pretty good, right? So, yeah. Now let's just go on with this video, I guess, or something. Also, today it's the first time that we have music on the background. There's a link on the description. If you want me to keep having music on the background of my videos, I would like you to comment something. I would like you to like this video too and subscribe. And yeah, it's the first time we have music. We could afford free music, guys. Yay! Even though it's free, we could afford it. Barely. Just kidding. So yeah. 3, 2, like this video and do all this stuff, and let's go right into this story. This is a multi-part story, so yeah. There's more parts into this. Yeah, exactly. Let's go. So it all ends with me dying. Not literally, of course. Not figuratively either. Philosophically, maybe. How did we get here? How does a simple home video lead to such violence? Death and the utter dismantlement of the perceived reality. I guess that's what you have to find out here, right? Justin kept calling me, kept sending me messages, but I was in still no condition to respond. I'm not sure if you've caught up to this, but my mental state can sometimes be described as rather flimsy. When racing distress, I have this slight tendency to fall into bottomless pits of anxiety, and there's really not much I can do about it, except painting Dave. That's basically it. So that's what I did. For half an hour straight, I just kept stroking his silkily feline exterior and the shiny orange fur, soon enough stained with crimson patches of blood. I still hadn't found the time to clean up. Where could I clean up? My bathtub, my extension, my shower was filled with the remains of my mom, and I felt no indication towards dealing with that mess. So, if you remember, let me remind you what happened. Basically, last time, so this dude, his brother apparently set up a whole way to make him think that his mom is crazy and murderous, but he was crazy and murderous, and he thought that so he made a weird plot, and basically this dude is now running from his brother and not his parents. Yay! And he actually killed his father, which is something he shouldn't do. Yay! I'm not sure if that's true actually. I don't know. So yeah. New texts from Justin kept pouring in, and at some point they became too frequent for me to ignore. I just scrolled down the near endless list of capitalized profanity and hatefulness, focusing on the later 5 of which seemed a fair bit more level-headed. A bit, albeit infinitely more disturbing. Come see me at Grandpa's cabin, Jeffy. Come alone if you want the boy to leave. You don't want it to happen again, do you? You don't want more blood on your hands. See you. There was a lot I didn't understand. There was a lot I didn't want to understand. I could feel them, locked away deep in my mind, a resurgence of memories pushing over onward. I couldn't let them free, though. No chance in heck. There was just no way that I was going back to that place. Padded cells, padded mind. So, yeah. So, what you do that time, as I said myself, I'm here to solve every problem you have. I think this dude's American, most likely. Yeah, most possibilities are he is. And there's some possibilities that he's European and knows English. Or he's English. And he is English. But that's less possibilities, you know. Yeah, so, most likely this dude, you know, what you could do that time, is go get the phone and call the cops. Or get yourself, go in the local Walmart and get yourself some goons. Goons are great. We love goons. Americans love their guns, right? Whatever. At least Texas does. I think it's legal to have guns in Texas. Whatever. I hadn't been in the cabin for ages. Probably even before Grandpa died. But it was quite a ways out. And I knew I didn't have the time or energy to dare the journey on foot. Luckily my neighbor's kid had an old mope parked haphazardly in the middle of the street. And those sucker hackney can be hot-wired with the single turn of a screwdriver. So without hesitation I stuffed Dave under my jacket and off we went. Did this dude went all gangster with the cat and be like, "Hey, cat, come inside my shirt. Let's go, cat, to the battle." And the cat most likely would scratch him billions of times or whatever. We were on road for 3 hours maybe, and I had to stop to refuel the ridiculously small tank 3 times over. Dave kept his calm, without about him as per usual, but I could tell that he was getting antsy. By the time we turned off the main road, heading up a bumpy road to Quindesilla Point, where Grandpa's old cabin could be found, I had a ditch the moped about halfway up, so I let Dave run free as we hiked the last couple of miles by foot. The cabin was eyesore. It had always been an eyesore. Grandpa had fought tooth and nails to keep the property after certain incidents of feral nature forced him into hiding for a couple years. He was situated in the very edge of Quindesilla Point, dangerously so, and there was a vertical drop of maybe 30 feet just on the other side of the ramshackle railings on the balcony. I felt a cold shoulder run down my spine as I spotted the silhouette of Justin in the window. He had no plan, had no idea what to expect. The Justin I knew was gone, replaced by a violent psychopath harboring unknown motives. Let's be honest, I can see the future. I can see that this man will fall to his death at the cliff. When somebody who says a story mentions a cliff on what, 1 sentence, 10 words, somebody's gonna fall from the cliff. You know it. Jesus Christ, I do know it. But whatever. So, I picked up loitering Dave and knocked exactly 3 times on the front door. "Jeffy," Justin said, smiling warmly as he opened the door. "I'm so glad you could make it." He seemed flustered, but otherwise in fine shape. A warm glow pulsated from the stove behind him, illuminating worn-drawn furniture and faded walls. As he beckoned to me enter, I heard a soft, muffled cry. I said, "Is that Jenna's baby?" "Indeed," he grinned. "He's all right, don't worry. Fed him some formula just now. So he's happy as stiff at a funeral. As a stiff in a funeral. Come in, Jeffy. Sit down. We have much to discuss. I sauntered into the living room, nervously scanning the interior. Nothing had changed really. It was still the same tacky crap hole. Moldy old animal hides and broken antlers decorating the dead wood walls. I sat down in Grandpa's old rocking chair, placing Dave in my lap, desperately trying to identify where he kept the baby. Justin gave me a brutal pat on the back and sat down on the couch opposite of me. Jeffy, 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 he sighed. What are we gonna do with you, Jeffy? I don't even know what I'm doing here, Justin, I said, gaze wandering around the room, but I suppose you're about to tell me. He threw his head back and laughed heartily. Sure you do, Jeffy, sure you do, he said. You know I killed Mom, and I know you killed Dad. We're the same now, Jeffy. Matricide and patricide aside. We used to be so close, remember? I remember. Justin always looks after me, kept me safe. Oh, I guess that's what made it all so hard to understand. I've never seen this side of him before, and I was convicted. I knew him intricately. But you don't remember why, do you? He leaned forward, eyes flickering left and right erratically. Why I had to be nice to you? What do you mean? Oh boy. I know they did a number on you over the institution, but I never realized it was this bad, he said, rolling his eyes. You're the reason they stopped, you know. Poor Jeffy couldn't handle it, but they never considered what I could handle or not, did they? No, they missed me out good, Jeffy, and they didn't even care. I don't understand. How did they mix you up? What couldn't I handle? Why? All the murdering, of course. He laughed, slapping his thigh. Oh, they enjoyed their depravity, didn't they? The freakier the better. Put poor Jeffy in a bathtub full of blood. Make Justin cut out all the organs. Force feed them both pieces of the victims. What a family, huh? No wonder you lost it eventually. The memories came flooding back to me. Screams, rivers of blood, the leathery texture of an undercooked kidney, a knife in my hand, and an odd, ugly, hyena's face. Grandpa was the worst of the lot, truth be told. I think they were happy when you slaughtered him. That's when they stopped, you know. That's when they sent you to that place. I don't remember. No, you don't, do you? He said coldly. They couldn't get you to talk for months, and when you finally did, you couldn't remember anything. Just kept mumbling the same name over and over. Dave, Dave, Dave. I stared at Dave. He stared back, purring contentedly. What do you mean? What Dave? Did I know a Dave back then? Is that why I instantly named my cat Dave? There's no cat, Jeffy. Think about it, for Christ's sake. How long have you had him now? 30 years? That's some old cat you got there, buddy. No, I stammered. You're wrong, Justin. He's right here. I can see him. I can feel him. For Christ's sake, I don't care. Justin stood up and calmly walked up to the kitchen cabinet. Keep your imaginary friend. It really doesn't freaking matter. In fact, it will make this whole thing a lot easier to tell. He opened one of the cabinets, the one at the very top, and suddenly muffled cries became louder. You see, I want to start my own family, he said, carefully lifting up the baby boy. But I need demon in the hurricane." "What does that mean?" I said. "I don't understand." "Oh, surely you'd remember. It was Grandpa's family mantra. We cannot move lest we leave a demon behind in the hurricane. It's an overly pompous way of saying that we always need a scapegoat. I mean, think about it. How do you suppose they got away with all those bad stuff? The only reason they did is because they constantly set up some poor schmuck to take the fall. And I'm your demon? Look, I didn't plan for it to end this way. I just wanted you not alive, Jeffy, that's all. That's why I switched out Mom's birthday present with those tapes. Was so sure they were gonna not let you laugh at that." He gently rocked the baby back and forth, humming a beautiful a tone. "But here's the kicking, Jeffy. They weren't even gonna hurt you. Not initially, anyways. Mom just wanted Dad to bring you here, to keep you safe, to calm you down. So, I lost it. Freaking hell her." "Well, let me just tell you my opinion about all that. That's messed up, but whatever. That's how messed up family you got there, man. That's real messed up. Also, apparently this dude had crazy parents, and the crazy parents, and the kid was hating him because they stopped killing people, and then just sent him tapes about the parents being crazy, and he thought that they would kill him, but they wouldn't kill him, so he killed the mother, and the other dude killed the father, and then they will kill each other or something. Oh my god, that's so weird. That's the most messed up thing I've ever seen, or heard, or anything. So, yeah, actually, what? So they were just crazy, I guess. "Why did you want me dead? What have I ever done to you?" I said, tears elaborately forming in my eyes. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I really thought I'd reached the bottom of the rabbit hole, but there was obviously more. "Nothing personal, buddy." He smiled, just wanting them to feel pain. "They really loved you, Jeffrey. Can't for the life of me understand why, but they did. Me, not so much. I guess I reminded them too much of Grandpa, or perhaps themselves. Jenna's baby changed my mind, though. When Mom brought her over to try and convince you to come back home, I instantly knew I had wanted all these years. Someone's love, someone to love me back, unconditionally, someone to shape, someone to mold into a better, more capable me. I'll let my fingers run through Dave's soft fur. I need his calming guidance now. Dave's always been there for me, always at my back, always kept me on the straight and narrow. So, what now? I asked, eyeing the open window behind the couch. Oh, he said, placing the baby back on the cabinet and closing the door. You still gotta die, Jeffy. And just need to make it look, suicidally. That's all I need from you, my demon. Jesus Christ, that's so messed up. That's so Jesus Christ messed up. That's messed up. That's freaking messed up. That's messed up. He was like, "Oh, I want you to die, 'cause I can get away with everything." Ha 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 ha. That sounds like a super villain or something. Well, whatever. Let's go on. Well, I actually went off the thing. He grabbed a knife from the kitchen counter and edged closer to me. There was this look on his face, a very familiar expression I had seen before. ones that I could remember, but probably countless times. Over, a look of hate and murderous violence. The exact look I saw on Mother's face when she butchered those poor people in the video. "Give me your wrist, Jeffy," he snorted. "No reason to make this more painful than it has to be." I got up from the rocking chair, backing up slowly, Dave firmly in my grasp. I knew I had one shot at this, so I needed my position right. When Justin edged past the rocking chair, back turned to the couch, I made my move. Quickly put Dave on the ground, pointing at Justin. "Get him, Dave! Get him, Dave!" "Really?" I yelled. "Freak him up!" Well, the heck? What the heck? Jesus Christ! You put a cat on the ground. Cat, get him! Get him, cat! Jesus Christ, that's not a dog, that's a cat! It won't do nothing! Get him! Get him! Go! Fuck him up! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You get your cat to kill a person. That's the exact thing that your cat cannot do. That's the one thing your cat cannot do. It can do a lot of things. It cannot do that. Get him, babe. I can't even. The murderous cat. The murderous cat. Whatever. Well, whatever. I just needed to laugh, okay? Whatever. We asked at Justin in the unison, and when he, wide-eyed with surprise and shock, stuck the knife brutally into my shoulder, I quickly jerked sideways, breaking the blade off his grip. Sure was pain involved, but I've been through worse. With a continuous motion, I elbowed him in the groin, and watched in awe as Dave freaked his face off. Jesus Christ, this cat had some unreal moves, let me tell you. Jesus freaking Christ, the cat was actually useful. Justin stumbled back, and when he clumsily hit the couch, I charged at him with that little that was left of my stamina, sending him tumbling through the open window. The shattering of glass, there was a whole lot of blood, and horrible screams as Justin and Dave rolled down, slipping under the ramshackle railing, suddenly free-falling the 30 feet down on the jagged rock foundation below. I heard the sound I can't actually describe, but I'm often reminded of it when I hear a butcher working with raw meat. Squishy, meaty sounds. I collapsed on the floor and desperately heaving for my breath. I would have passed out on the spot if it wasn't for the muffled crying coming from the cabinet. Stumbling my feet and staggering towards it, I gently lifted him down. He felt a lot like Dave. Same weight, different texture though. I sat down on the couch momentarily, lost in the bright blue peepers of his. Maybe I wanted my own family too. Maybe Justin would have been my demon in the hurricane. But no, wasn't them. I wasn't them. I wasn't my grandpa, or mom, or dad, or even Justin. So I called the police this time, more than able to string together the correct words, describing in vivid detail everything that happened, start to finish, from home videos to shattered remains of Justin. I felt good. I felt free. But there was also a sadness, I suppose. A loss of sorts. Poor Dave. Dave died! So you see, it all ends with my death. Not philosophically either. Mental, perhaps. Personal, and you me. The police came to believe me after a lot of time. Although it took a few days of long, strenuous interrogation to get it sorted. A lot of details to be uncovered. Things from my childhood I couldn't even remember. They mentioned something though. Something you lost might find comforting. On the second day of the interview, the lead detective asked me about Justin, about the struggle, about his remains. There were some marked wounds we can't account for, he said on the suspect's face. Looks a heck of a lot like something clawed him. Scratched him up real good. Of course it looked like that. I thought, stroking Dave, perfectly stuffed fur lovingly. Of course it looked like that. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the story. Yeah, pretty cool story. I liked it. I really liked it. And yeah, there most likely is the stories playlist on your screens right now. Also, there's my newest video that came out, and another playlist. Same goes with my YouTube channel, on which you should subscribe to. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Go down in the description to get the link for the music. It was by Media Changer Music for YouTube Videos, however that dude's called, whatever. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, punch the like button in the face, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, just share the video because that would help my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Go click on the video right now. Do it. Just do it. 27 minutes. Done. Goodbye. See you next time.